Hey guys, and welcome to this session. Today we're going to look at a platform called Terra Bio, which is a cloud platform um, developed by the Broad Institute in collaboration with Google Cloud, which offers you the opportunity to be able to scale up your genomics analysis using cloud resources. So as I mentioned earlier on, Terra developed by Broad and Google Cloud. It has a predecessor called firecloud, which has been used extensively at Broad. So to get there, you type in Terra Bio and you can get there. And what we're gonna do, it takes you to this page, and then you press try. Then you see, this interface basically works best with Chrome, Google Chrome. But I think the features have been improved of late, and it works also with Safari now. So on the try phase, you see these three options, which is first view your workspaces. So workspaces are kind of like benches that you create, right, to be able to do some of your um, analysis on, or you could see it as your some of the projects directories, right, that you create in addition to your softwares and links to your data sets and pipelines to help you analyze your data for a particular project. And then you see the view examples, which is basically a catalog of other people's analysis, which is a good way to get started. And then browse data. It has access to lots of data sets, and you could actually import or use some of these data sets. And yeah, especially linked to the gaps, so on and so forth. So why don't we start by viewing the browse data sets, and yeah, so browse data sets. You could see there are tens of thousands, of data sets. There is a 1,000 genome on the pattern scene. Some of them are protected. Some of them you need kind of like access to be able to access them. There is a data set from Encode, ones from Broad, TopMed, UK Biobank. It's actually a good way to get started. You could export 1,000 genomes, which says I need to sign in for mine. So I'm going to sign in, and yeah, so there's the 1,000 genomes workspace, which contains the data and probably some notebook files, which I guess will be Python files, my Python, um, Jupyter notebook, sorry. And yeah, so when you look at the data, yeah, in some participants, but yeah, a lot of things to really explore, right? Yeah. Um, which is cool. Now to get back to the data sets, you want to see what other data sets are available. Maybe let's see, you could buy a browse. Oh, okay, all right. So you need specific access to the UK Biobank group, and you could basically um, find those people in charge, and probably when you have the necessary authorization, you'll be able to access and maybe do some of the analysis you want to do on the data sets, which I think is a cool way of working, doing large scale genomics. The other thing we want to explore is the workspaces. So maybe we could go to showcase, which is basically examples, of tutorials and other workspaces which has been created, for you to have a look at um, what's done, and also implement some of the things which is done. So these are new and interesting workspaces, featured workspaces, GTK examples. Yeah, so there are workspaces for Gemline, CMV calling, so on and so forth, right? One of the workspaces I like so much is um, the sequence format conversion. What it does is that you know, you could have uh, like FASCII files, then you could convert your FASCII files to UBAM. So UBAMs are underlined BAM files. You could also start with BAM files and basically converts to on UBAMs, right? Or even from CRUM files and convert to BAM files. Um, yeah, which is a good way. It's it's a good start. Basically, when you receive um, reads from elsewhere and you want to start out fresh again, with the GATK pipelines, it's very important to sometimes pre-process, start from the beginning, unmap them, and then align them again to the reference genome. Actually, yeah. So this is how a typical workspace looks like. Um, you can actually edit the dashboard if you have the authorization. You can actually edit it, and then yeah, you know what? Let's do something. Let's clone this workspace. So we're going to clone, which is like kind of like make a copy. We're going to call it sequence format conversion. Um, sorry, someone needs to pay. Um, yeah, so let's see. Now we clone the workspace. Okay, so now we've cloned the workspace and we have a copy, so you can do whatever you want to do. So you could actually edit the information page. So test is found then you save. Yeah, so it's there. So you can actually edit the dashboard, and give some brief introduction to what's the workspace entails, and some of the things that you did or you want to do. And then over here there's the data tab, which basically um, which has the tables, participants tables. So one just one participant. It's a sequence conversion workspace. So you have different read groups. This is what you use. This is what you convert to maybe other sequences, BOM files. You have samples, which is the BOM file. Yeah. And then over here there is a reference, data. You have the option of deselecting particular reference and adding particular reference. So maybe HT, HT19, HT38. Okay. and then comes here like this. If you click it, you get a list of all reference files. And then if you click these individual files, you could actually see where they are, right, in the buckets. There's some links to download some more information, and so on and so forth. If you want to download, you click and you pay some few cents and download. And then workspace data. So you could actually keep keep tabs of some of your customized data sets. Yeah, so yeah, we'll get to that, but you could keep tabs of some of your data sets and maybe give them a name and give the link to these objects in a Google bucket. And files. So basically, all your analysis that you do, they'll be deposited here. You can actually navigate them and see what's happening. Yeah, so we store data tables, and then notebooks. So you can actually create notebooks, create um, Jupyter notebooks, and then there are workflows actually you could use, which pipelines. Um, yeah, pipelines take the data from somewhere from this table. It could give resources, assign resources, maybe disk space, memory, RAM, and all those kind of things, and select the data and run. And this is the job history. It gives you an idea of some of the jobs that you've run already. Yeah, and so on and so forth. So let's go to the dashboard. Again, over here, you get more information about your workspace, that it was created, the last date updated, owner, um, some of jobs you've submitted. We haven't submitted any jobs yet, so 0. And your cost per month, owners. Oops. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, and there's a link to it in your. You could actually go to the Google buckets and see what kind of files are there. So as of now, there are no files, right? But then imagine you put something here, you get all the files here. Yeah, this that for today. In the next section, we going to run more data analysis so that you get an idea of how it works. So I mean, you could actually upload, files, upload, folders. I mean, it works like maybe like Dropbox or maybe Google Drive, but then this is bigger. You have access to terabytes and terabytes of storage space provided. You could pay